Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. So, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And was it a wonderful Wednesday?
It was a very unique themed Wednesday, didn't you think?
It took me a while to figure out what the theme was, because in order to do that, I had to fill in one very long answer running vertically.
That's right.
And it took me a very long time to do that because that clue was 14 down, Nintendo video game series suggested by every answer running through this one. And, the only Nintendo series I'm familiar with involved Super Mario.
Right.
And that didn't help at all.
No.
But this turned out to be, well, I'm going to let you talk about it because that's related to the theme, and that is your domain.
Oh, well, okay. It turned out to be Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Is that something you want to try to play now?
I've played is it Animal Crossing?
That was the answer.
Right, but there are all these like crossy roads games that I like to play where you start walking across a road and then you get hit by a bus. It's fun for the whole family.
Uh-huh.
But this must be a different kind of game. I guess I am unfamiliar with it.
Oh, okay. Well, it was called Animal Crossing. I thought it sounded kind of juvenile, like maybe it was for younger children, but maybe not. I don't know. But the unique thing about it is that every crossing word with Animal Crossing was an animal, which I thought was rather amazing.
Yes.
But it started with the A, 14 across. UC Irvine athlete was an anteater.
I thought that was great.
Yes. 17 across, worm found in every ecosystem on Earth, even the deepest oceans. Nematode. Mm-hmm. Wow. 18 across, experiment subject was guinea pig. And we had 22 across. Dollar informally was a clam. So you can see that many of these clues are not really clues about animals,
yes,
but just animal names that are used in other ways, like guinea pig and clam.
I think that's what makes this so appealing.
Yeah.
They disguise the animals.
That's right. 26 across, complain about was carp. And 34 across, literary blank was lion. 40 across, this took me a while, religious figure in red was a cardinal.
That took me no time at all.
Really?
As soon as I saw red, it's like that's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, my. Well, you are better than I. I was thinking of, some sort of saint that is always depicted in red or something. But it was not the case. It was the Cardinals. They do wear red.
I'm trying to think what the name of that saint is. Would that be Saint Rose?
No.
Or Saint Stoplight? No, I guess not.
I don't think so. But in fact, I think Christ is usually depicted in red in many paintings. But anyway, the answer was Cardinal. 42 across. Cupid example was reindeer. That took me a while, too.
Yes.
And then, you sort of like, duh, right.
That Cupid.
Then 46 across, airhead was dodo. 50 across, member of a historically privileged U.S. group, WASP. I thought that was interesting. WASP, White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. 55 across, closed tightly, was seal. 63 across, world's largest venomous snake. That was an actual animal clue. And that was king cobra.
Right.
Then we had 65 across, state fossil of Indiana was the mastodon. And finally, 68 across, jungle peeper. Tree frog. Tree frog.
So they had a couple that were sort of animal related, but not many.
No. Which just goes to show how animal names are used in many different ways.
And I'd like to point out that since this was a central clue and it occupied 13 of the 15 squares running vertically, I think you've just done about every clue
No.
You covered just about every clue.
No, there's some other good ones, like 3 down. That was one of the longest answers. Nickel and dimer. Numismatist.
Mm-hmm.
Numismatist. Coin collector.
Right.
And then coinciding with that on the opposite side, but at the bottom of the puzzle, 29 down, Bonnie and Clyde, example, bank robbers.
Yep.
It was pretty straightforward, but
Yes.
a very long answer. So,
next to it, there was 30 down, that being glorify, and I went for extol, but it turned out to be exalt.
Exalt, that's correct.
Which I guess for glorifying things, I guess that makes more sense.
Yep.
And we had someone who keeps showing up on the grid as of late, tennis star Monica Seles.
Yes.
So
She's been in many times.
really, I guess I haven't been keeping track. But let's see. According to crossword info, she has been in. 84 times, which isn't
That's
too
pretty
bad.
good for someone who just, became famous in the late, 20th century.
Well, okay, so the very first time this shows up was November 15th, 1990, Yugoslav tennis star. Is that the same Seles?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
So,
Yeah, she was popular in the 90s. And
she's probably still not like at the peak of her game, right? If she was at the peak of her game in 1990.
well, I think she's retired now.
Yep, that'll slow her down.
So, but 12 down. Comic actor Chris Red.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Red Chris?
No, I think it's Chris Red.
Chris Red. I'm not familiar with that
Yeah, me neither.
actor.
But
I was gonna.
comedian. Comic actor. It was comic actor. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be Chris Rock because it started with an R. I knew it started with an R, but Chris Red.
Who's Chris Rock?
Chris Rock. He was. He used to be with Jackie Chan. They were like a duo cop. They had
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, and he hosted the Oscars last year or 2 years ago, and Will Smith came up and hit him because he made fun of his wife.
Wait a minute. Are you sure that was Chris Red?
No, that was Chris Rock.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know who Chris Red is.
Got it. Okay. All right.
But I do know Chris Rock. So,
Okay. Let's see. What else was good here? 46 across. Airhead. I went for dope, and then I went for doof.
no, but it had to be an animal.
I didn't know that at the time. I all I had was animal.
Oh.
I didn't have the word crossing, and so I was building it by doing the acrosses.
I noticed they did not limit themselves to current animals, because mastodon and dodo are both extinct, but
Right.
they were still included in the Animal Crossing theme.
Well, since we don't know what actually happens in Animal Crossing, maybe they have tree frogs and mastodons wander by.
Perhaps.
At the very bottom, 70 across, spiny plant was a teasel.
Yes, I'd never heard of that.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Me neither.
Or 67 across. That kind of threw me. Chinese noodle dish. It's lo mein.
Right.
I have heard of that, but I'm like, a lo mein? Oh, man, I've never heard of that. Lo mein.
That's when they bring in the loam. The loam's in.
What's a loam?
Loam on the range. The one right underneath that, 69 across, very, very, was ever so.
That's right.
That was interesting, I
I
thought.
put in even so for a while, but
That makes sense. But then it would have been bank robins
yes.
for Bonnie and Clyde.
It didn't work.
Guess that, that would be a bit of a problem.
That's right.
We already mentioned 22 across, dollar informally. I immediately went for buck because it was 4 letters across, but
And it is an animal, although it's not. It's just one gender of an animal. But
they had other, so it wouldn't have matched any of the other clues going down.
54 down goes on foot with it. was hoofs.
Yes.
Hoofs it.
That wasn't too bad.
Did you ever say hoofs it?
No. I never say hoofs it. Or even hoof it.
Or even hoof it.
48 across, the Brooklyn Ballers. I went for Mets.
Oh, me too.
But it turned out to be Nets.
That's right.
So Nets must be basketball, and Mets must be some other sport.
Baseball.
Baseball, thank you.
I guess ballers, it kind of infers basketball.
So let me get this straight. New York has the Jets, the Mets, and the Nets?
That's right.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Why are they always going with Ets?
Well, I don't know.
So I guess if a new team gets formed and it's called the Pets, we know what city they're moving to.
It could be the Sets.
The Sets? The Bets? Yeah, that probably...
No. They wouldn't call it
Yeah,
that.
that's right. We just want to stare whatever league we're about to join in the face and see if they blink first. Yeah, we're called the Casino Rats. You got a problem with that? Let's see here. Oh, 63 down. Boy, I wasn't close on this. Blank Aid. And so I went for Live Aid. And then I went for Band-Aid.
Oh.
It was Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
I wasn't even close. I liked Band-Aid. I thought that would have been good. And frankly, I thought Live Aid was pretty inspired too, but didn't match any of the acrosses. We had our historical fact, 23 across. ID created in 1936. SSN.
That's right.
Were you aware of the fact that the Social Security number came about in 1936?
Yes. Well, it was. I knew it was during the Depression. So.
I'm assuming they had a lot fewer numbers in it then.
Yeah.
Like 7,
Yes.
52. See, and I thought it came about with the founding of the country. I figured Washington was 1.
Oh, no. It's a Depression thing. So we. I was going to say we have our wrapper, our standard wrapper, but it's actually a different one. 66 down. Doctor from Compton was
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, but usually it's Nas, right, for the wrapper in the New York Times.
Okay, all right. Let's have some sort of a test here. Let's check out how many times we've had. So first of all, we'll start with Dre, and we see that Dre has appeared a total of 171 times.
Yeah, yes, man.
And what do you want for the next one? Do you want Nas or Lil? You probably want Nas,
Well,
right?
Lil could be so many.
Okay, so we'll go for Nas.
Yeah, Nas.
136.
Okay, so they're pretty close then.
Yeah, but Dr. Dre wins.
I
I mean,
guess so.
Dr. Dre is he's an older performer, right?
Uh-huh.
Dre first appeared in 1970. Now, admittedly, at the time, it was it was clued as seminary title. That was, I don't know if you were familiar of the time when Dr. Dre wandered briefly into the ministry.
It looks like the first time it referred to the Dr. Dre we all know was 1992, right?
No, well, yes, one of the rappers. I'm assuming that's going to be the one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then it showed up a couple of times in 2012. Actually, it looks like he really got started in 1992, 1994.
Right. Mm-hmm.
A seminary degree is a Dre doctor of what?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, we'll just leave that little mystery.
I don't even know if it's...
It looks like it's a doctor of E.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if we have any doctor
Would
of...
it be like a divinity degree? And if it's a seminary degree, I think it'd be in divinity or theology or something like that.
Maybe it's an abbreviation. Divinity is really excellent. I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Let's see. We had 20 across being, once I find it here, let's see here. Oops. There will be a brief delay.
Natty Dresser.
Natty Dresser, thank you. And I was thinking it was going to be fop without even looking at it.
Yes.
But it was 5 letters long, and it was dandy.
Dandy.
Which I think is a dandy clue.
That's right.
I
I was proud of myself. I got 10 down right away. Samurai sword. Katana.
Yes.
I didn't always remember that, but boy, I know it now. It's been in the crossword so many times.
And that K was part of 7 across. Show advertiser. Barker.
Yes.
Boy, that didn't resonate.
No, I didn't quite understand that either, but
Well, the Barker's the one who just sort of like I envision them with a megaphone going, come in and see the show, right? I think those are the Barkers.
okay.
So, all right. Well, I think that is it for today then.
Okie doke.
So thanks everyone for listening.
Yep.
Trust you're enjoying these podcasts. We appreciate it when you leave us 5-star reviews on whatever device you are listening to this podcast on or whatever system you're getting this podcast from.
Yep.
And we will be back again with our in-depth, detailed, cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.